Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith, and lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That red button must turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you enjoyed about the video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. So as you can see, I'm not alone. I'm with the man whose egg made me. I'm with my homie. I'm with, listen, you're my everything, man. Like, he's my first boyfriend, the first love of my life, this one. Like, yeah. So this is my dad. You can introduce yourself. Just who you are.
I thought you'll do that.
Okay, he wants me to introduce him.
Yes,
right. So as I mentioned, this person is my man, right? He is the husband to my mother. He is the father to my brother and I. He is a jack of all trades like I am. I think like we're very similar actually. Like Papa busy man, like Ratwana. He's an entrepreneur, very well known for his business skills, for his training skills, HR skills. Listen, he is musical skills. Listen, when you see the talent in me, know that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Right, that's quite profound.
I mean,
Thank you.
Okay, so today I brought my dad in to talk to us about what he wishes he knew when he was our age. So as I mentioned last week that I'm only 22 and that was a couple of years ago for him. Emphasis on a couple of years, right?
I hear that.
Right. That was a couple of years ago for him. And I'm quite sure looking back, there's a lot that he wishes he knew, a lot of things he wishes he had done differently, a lot of things he wishes he did, that he can share with us so that we can actually implement those things. So I think let's get started with, how was your young adult, life?
All right. Thank you for your invite. Thank you, my darling. Anyway, my young adult life was very active.
Okay.
And what I want to caution my younger me was, do not pour from an empty cup. I'll explain that quickly. I used to sacrifice a lot for people, do a lot of things for people, and on the other hand, depleting my resources. What I would advise the young people to do now is make sure that when you assist other people, you have a reservoir
For yourself. As well. Okay.
Have some reserves for yourselves. I was one of those people that you would rather have clothes from my bag and I would not have. Generosity is good. But we need to be careful that when we give too much, we create an emptiness in ourselves that will take a lot to be filled before we can start living again going forward. And so be strategically selfish.
Okay.
Help, but do not deplete yourself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he's talking to me here, by the way. I'm just saying.
Now, one other thing that I would want you to look at would be, never underestimate the value of assistance.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
We always, or most of the time, think, I can do all this. I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do this. And when the time comes that I ask for help,
It's difficult.
then it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Then when something takes a different shape than what you anticipated, then you feel like, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
What happened? Why is this not coming the way I wanted it to be? So, know your limitations. One of the advices I used to give to riders is...
Backstory. My dad rides motorcycles, so when he talks about riders, that's what he's talking about. Okay.
All right. Is, you know, I love cabs.
Who's Kev? It's curve.
Huh?
It's curve, not Kev.
I love, you know, hitting that curve at 120,
It's a curve,
140.
not a curve. It's a curve.
160, go Bantu, and, right?
It's a curve.
It's a curve. all right, guys, it's a curve, right? Okay. Now, when you hit that curve at 160, as a rider, you know your limitations. You know that this is my max. I cannot
push
push,
it even more.
than this.
Otherwise,
Right.
you're in danger now. Yeah.
Now, one thing that made a lot of riders to go down is they saw me or they saw you taking that curve at a certain speed. Then they think, without even practicing, they can do
That's
that.
powerful, Daddy.
So you need to know your limitations, know what you can do before you can do to your max.
Right.
So it is important to always push your limit.
Okay.
My limit is 10.
Take it to 12.
Take it to 12. Gradually. Don't jump from 10 to 20 because now that gap it's too large for you. So you just need to be very careful that you need to take it gradually. You need to understand what is your capability, what is the bike's capability. Flip that to life. Is know your capability, know the capabilities of your resources. I want to start a business.
Okay.
What do you know? What do I have? What do I need to know?
Right.
Very important.
Yeah.
But the problem with us is, I saw Rori doing it.
So why can't I?
Why can't I?
You don't
What
know
do they
that
say?
Rory
They
did
said
short
did it,
courses. She did.
Therefore, I can also did it.
Right.
You remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in the life that we are in, that is important to know the resources that I have. What can I tap into? What is available at face value? And what do I need to work to get?
True. Things like network doesn't just come from the click of a finger.
Yeah.
You need to work towards that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, introduce yourself to people, get to know people at church, get to know people at work, get to know people in the businesses that kind of, you know, inspire you,
Yeah,
you know.
true.
And I think that's one thing that I wish like my dad's generation had, where we have social media. You can send someone a DM and say, hey, let's meet up for coffee. That's building a network. You guys didn't have those type of
We never
things,
had
you know?
that.
Yeah.
Now, with us, one of the reasons why we're failing a lot is we never take that collaboration very seriously. So,
I think that's a conversation that we can build on for black businesses especially, you know. We'll definitely do another video about that, about, you know, collaboration in the black community.
yeah, and the black
Yeah.
township economy.
Yeah,
That is
I
very
think
important, yeah.
we'll definitely do another video on that. So yeah, I think in the financial space, what did you, or what do you wish you knew, or what do you think you could have done differently looking back now? You were young, got
Yeah,
married young,
yeah,
you
yeah.
had children young, you know.
And I enjoyed my life.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I think looking back, are there things that you wish you could have done, things you could have focused on a little bit more, that would have benefited you in your age now?
Saving. Saving.
And investing, there's a difference.
Investment. I was going there. Right. Saving. You know, we had this thing, I was exposed to money at a very early age. And luxury things were the order of the day.
Right.
In no way am I saying do not enjoy luxury things.
Live your best life, but
Live your best life,
save.
but save. It is important. In my later years, I realized, or somebody gave me an advice that in a year, you should have, your savings should actually amount to 3 months of no income.
Sure. Yeah, like an emergency fund of
An
sorts.
emergency fund. So, yeah.
And
We never used to have that. And I would advise the young people now to do that.
I think that's also very important now that we're in this pandemic, you know? People are losing their jobs, companies are closing and all of that stuff. And if you wake up one day and you don't have a job anymore, and you don't have an
Saving.
emergency account or savings, you're in trouble.
Had I known that then, I pretty much believe I would be further than where I am now. Because I would have saved better, I would have invested better, and I would have enjoyed my life. Yeah, and so that is important.
I know she's not in the video right now. She'll come in future videos. But Mama, do you think a lot of the financial perspective you have on life now is influenced by her? I mean, she's very wise with money.
Strongly. Your mother is the anchor of our finances, no doubt. You see, when God brought us together,
He knew.
Yes, he had an idea.
Weaknesses, strengths.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so brought us together, and we became the team that we are. After we got married, I know people might say that is absurd or something. Whenever my salary would come in, your mommy would distribute it.
Yeah.
The whole salary. Right? So this country, that. I in no way say I never had money for myself.
You did. Papa lived his best life. He did the most day.
But you can understand that. I mean, like now, if it wasn't of your mom's intervention, honestly, we would not be having what we have. Even investments. Because any shareholding that comes out,
She's here. Rori invest chair.
Any,
Yeah, literally.
whatever. I don't want to name names now because they're not paying us, right?
Yeah.
Yet, and so they cannot.
So pay us, and then we'll.
Well, right. Now, yeah, but that was a stronghold for your mom, or rather, a strength for your mom, from the mother's side, and so. The sooner you start taking that a direction in your life of using your money correctly, investing correctly, you will definitely have a kitty that will make you live your life far better than what you anticipate.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking, or now that we're still on the topic of, mommy and whatever, I think as a young person, relationships make us, they break us. And I think that's another thing that I'd like us to touch on in the space of relationships, whether they're romantic or friendships. What advice would you give to me or my peers when it comes to both friendships and romantic relationships?
Right. Let me start with friendships.
Okay.
Friendships are good. Enjoy it. Great. But do not be unequally yoked. I'll tell you why I mean there is. You find other friends that are parasites.
Okay.
Yes, parasites. They will drink you, they'll milk you, they'll
Leech.
suck you, they'll while on the other hand, they are saving for themselves.
Sure.
So remember in the beginning I
You
spoke
about an empty cup. I was about to speak
That's
about
where I'm
that.
coming now. I used to have friends that portrayed to be not having something, I don't want to say lacking, but in need of this, in need
Tjhemi,
of
ke na
that,
tjhelete.
in need of
Ska
that.
wara, ke
Ska
tla
wara,
wara.
Thor.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, I am short. I need a car. I need to go.
Here's
wherever-
my keys.
You understand that? And they come back, your car is coughing.
Yeah.
Your car has this problem.
And you're left with that stuff.
There was a joke that I saw on social media that said, there's one friend that called another friend and said, hey, Chomi, what are you doing? He said, I'm not doing anything. He said, can you please take me through to Pretoria?
I'll pay for your petrol.
I'll pay for your petrol. You saw that. Then he said, oh, no, actually, petrol I've got. But what I need is wipers and tires. Right? And so now, had I
known those things,
then I'll be different now.
Hey guys, Pella tires, it's 500 Rand for one, depending on the car. For
Yeah.
some, it's 1.2 for one. So,
exactly.
yeah.
No, we need to be very careful with friends.
Yeah.
Let's assist friends. Let's have friends that we can relate, that we can have, like drinking from the same cup, I would say, than friends that drink from you.
Okay.
Right. In terms of romantic relationships, they're good.
Okay.
Nice.
But there's a big but. I can feel it coming.
There's no but.
Okay.
There's a however.
Okay. But that's a synonym.
Now, with romantic relationships, it's a good thing to have. Be very careful on who you allow in your heart.
The word does say, guard your heart. You know?
People will hurt you. Yeah, but
Hey, back out here.
now, what is important, my baby, is do not be too closed to allow the good people to enter your heart.
I think that's one thing I've struggled with
Do
for
not
a
be
long
too
time.
open
To allow them to hurt
allow
you.
everybody to come in.
I think there's a quote that I actually saw that I think Mommy actually posted it on the family group that something about everybody having too much access to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
like you shouldn't, allow access, but too much access is also a problem.
Yeah. And so you don't have to jump in into a relationship with any guy that comes in and say, I
like
dig
you.
right?
Because they all say it.
Because
They all
that.
say it.
And we know they say that, and they've got one objective
Intention.
in mind, right? We know that we cannot talk that.
Of course.
We will.
We'll
next time.
talk next time.
Next time, yeah.
That's him agreeing
well.
to come quite often, right?
So, take your time. Take your time. There is no right time. There's no rush. Take your time. Eliminate. Have a vision.
Okay.
When you have a vision, you will see that the person that is coming into your life, are they in sync
Or
with
not,
the vision
yeah.
that you have? But if they do not align with your vision, you're going to have a problem, because that equilibrium is very important. I will advise the young people that be open to relationships, but be closed to opening your hearts.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Learn a person.
Right.
Who are they? Can I laugh when I'm around this person? Can I be myself? Do I allow them
To be
to be
themselves
themselves
around you.
around me?
That's strong. That's powerful.
Now, because a lot of relationships are hurt because of one party wanting to change the other party to
I can
make
change
themselves.
him. I can change him. Guys, as girls, I think girls are the ones that are at, fault when it comes to this. Where, don't worry, guys, I can change him. Yeah, but I can change him, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
6 months later, you're here. We're wiping your tears.
Yeah.
I'm not wishing any bad on anybody, but
That is if they're lucky.
yes, that's if
Because
you're
the
lucky.
worst could happen.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Now that is important. That friendship is important.
So would you recommend being friends with them before you start seeing each other romantically, or building that friendship while seeing each other?
It can work both ways.
Okay.
Here's something. Love has no formula.
Okay. Has no logic.
Oh, I have to feel butterflies. No.
Sometimes, most days, if we're being honest, most days there are no butterflies.
So, you need to be willing to sacrifice. You need, okay, you see, now this is another topic.
Okay.
Right now, I don't, let's not go too deep into this one, my baby, in terms of relationships, but let's just say, for you to be in a healthy relationship, you need to be friends with your partner. You need to be able to open up to them. You need to be able to laugh with them.
Right.
Very important. You need to be able to laugh. You need to be able to be vulnerable with them. You need to be open. That does not, by open, I in no way mean lose yourself.
Of course. You have to have your own identity even in the relationship. So
yes, it's important because other people misunderstand
being open.
Being you are in my life, I am in your life.
Yeah, we're in each other's lives, but we have our own lives as well.
Limitations, boundaries, important.
Even in marriage, those boundaries are there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but we'll touch on that.
We'll touch on that some other time.
I think to close off in the essence of time, overall, looking at us as a generation, as young people, I think because you're seeing it firsthand with me, trying to figure life out, what are the most important words that you'd like to impart as a father, as an older brother, as an uncle, to us?
I would like to say, be yourself, number one. Be strategically selfish. Love your people. Make sure that the people you love know you love them every day of their lives and every day of your life.
Very important.
Very important. Life is too short.
Yeah.
COVID has taught us a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so, know what you want in life. Have a vision. Work towards that vision. Pole pole.
What does it mean?
Pole. Remember when we did the Kilimanjaro thing?
Yes.
Pole pole, it's Swahili, meaning step by step.
Okay.
Little by little.
Gradually.
Little by little. Work towards your vision. Step by step. Focus. The reason why you've got step by step is it must never overwhelm you.
Of course.
Because when you are overwhelmed,
You don't
then
know what
you
to
don't
do.
know
You
what
just,
to do. Yes. And
freeze.
so you work it pole pole. You will be amazed how much you will gain just by having a vision and working on it like a bulldog.
Okay.
Never lose your vision.
Okay.
You shall succeed.
Of
Oh, yeah.
Well, that is that. Thank you so much, Daddy, for coming through for the first of many videos. Love you.
Love you too.
So I hope you guys gained a lot from today's video, from a father, from a friend, from an uncle, and I'm quite sure this is the first of many videos that you'll see his face on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please do comment down below what you enjoyed, what key concepts you're taking from this video. And with that, we're closing off. So with so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day and stay safe. Bye, guys. Subscribe.
Hit that button.
Hit that button, like, all of that stuff. The red button must turn gray before you guys leave this video. Okay, love you guys. Bye.